Flash forward to, being, in my 30s now, I would have never believed that I would have got to the point of where I'm at. I was really happy at 19 to qualify and be a professional, full stop. I got to be on TV, I got to sign a few autographs, but there's absolutely no way in my wildest dreams would have imagined my career would have gotten to this point. Hey, I'm Ali Day. I'm a professional surf Ironman. Welcome to a day in my life here on the Gold Coast in my hometown, Miami. As a professional Ironman, I train up to 30 to 35 hours a week. Ironman is born out of the surf lifesaving, basically the red and yellow flags, people volunteering their time on the weekends to basically see who the fastest person is to go out and rescue someone. So that's where the sport of Ironman came in. Our Ironman races can vary from a Coolangatta Gold, which is, was born out of a movie in the 80s. It's a marathon race. Then you look at our traditional races, and they're 12 to 15 minutes long, and they can vary from, like we don't get down there like a triathlon, and it's the same water. It's not swim, bike, run. Ours can be ski, board, swim, or swim, board, ski, or board, ski, swim. So basically Monday to Saturday, it's 3 sessions a day, so roughly 5 to 6 hours a day. So you're looking at anywhere between 30 to 35 hours a week on average.
We have some 50s this morning, which will be the main focus, and some 100s, sort of more A2 off the back of that. It will have a pattern. 2, 4, 6, 8. Do you want to try and work out how it's going to be put up? 2, 4, 6, 8. Kyle Samuelson, Director of Swimming, take the surf squad this week while Matt Pool's away. We have three pool squads here, so you'll see them get in after. We're going to do some quality 50s this morning, just working on a bit of race pace. They raced this past weekend. I think they're racing again this weekend, so not too exhaustive, just something to keep the engine going, basically. Now we are down at Pizzy Park, so just straight from the pool over here. Normally on a Tuesday, just do my sort of like main run set for the week. So straight from the pool, straight over here. I'll get that done today because we're coming off the back of racing a couple of weeks ago and then racing just on the weekend. Today won't be like anything sort of major. It'll probably just be like 20 minutes into some 200s, just some strides and stuff like that, basically just to get the body sort of moving again. I've got like the next month, there's no racing on, so it's like a good opportunity to get some work in, but again, you've got to be careful not to
not to pull the trigger too early. You want to build into that 4 weeks. So the time I start racing again in December, like, I'm good to go. So
Cool.
Last couple of weeks have been pretty hectic. So it's nice to, nice to not have any racing on the schedule this month, and just to be able to, build a bit of routine and consistency back again, which would be good. All of our running in the races is on sand. So the Coolangatta Gold that I was successful at a couple of weeks ago, there was, I think, nearly 7K or 8K of running, and it was just pure soft sands. Your calves, your feet, the lactic acid that you build up is huge. That last 3K run leg, that's the first time, like, I literally couldn't speak. I could feel my chest just like this, it wanting to explode sort of thing, because that's how hard it was.
Times. Yeah, I can do that. Can you get the heart rate up?
From like the age of 8, that's obviously when I started Nippers, but I was doing a lot of other sports then. Rugby, would you believe, was the sport I first played. I was 6 years old. My dad's an ex-veteran down at, as I said to you before, down at Randwick Rugby Club. So he did that sport. That was the first sport I played. Because we lived on the south coast of New South Wales in Kiama, we lived so close to the beach. Mum and Dad wanted us to be safe in the water, so they could trust us when we went surfing or swimming at the beach with our friends. So surf life saving became pretty natural to me. But I always sort of wanted to be a professional athlete at some point in any sport, really. And it was never going to be in rugby, even though I loved it so much. So surf life saving was the thing that was the sport I fell in love with. I fell in love with the fact that these guys were amazing in the ocean. They were like ultimate watermen. You'd go turn the Uncle Toby's or the Nutrigrain series back on in the day, and they're racing at Portsea in 10-foot surf, sitting on a ski. And I remember watching Kai Hurst and Zane Holmes and Shannon Eckstein and guys like that, thinking, how good would that be?
Hey, 600.
Couple of donuts.
You're strong, bro.
Just a couple of donuts.
Who's benching that? Oh, yeah.
He's like, short, stocky builds.
Yeah, this is not part of the
Yeah. Nah, I'm like, I couldn't hold heavy after that.
She doesn't do much nowadays. There you are, you just sleep next to the boys now. Yeah.
Good life.
Yeah, really good life. So nutrition has seen a huge shift in our sport. When I won my second Coolangatta Gold, that's when I not hit rock bottom, but that was the first year I had to take out of our sport, and that was because of my nutrition. I remember going into the race as a 22, 23-year-old, thinking I was looking after myself, but I was, surviving off basically junk food, having V's, having no doses before I train, eating so much prescription medication on the weekends to sort of just get by. And I thought that's honestly what you have to do. So I had a year out of the sport then, and that's when my nutrition around the ages of 23, 24 really changed. And I think for me, that's been probably the key thing that has given me the longevity. It's given me the confidence, and it's helped me win races. It's helped me back up training. It's helped me stay injury free. It's helped me recover fast. I think nutrition in our sport there's been a huge shift there. And I think my story is pretty well documented now that I've come in, and I feel like I've really changed the space of how an athlete in our sport looks after themselves and how they eat, because obviously, like, I'm in the top in my sport, and people follow that now, so it's something I'm really proud of.
Yeah, my name's Lewis Craig. I work here at Pogo Physio. I've been working with Ali over the last 2 years and known Ali probably about the last 5 years, but hard to say. Yeah, today we just went through some of his prehab based on some of his previous niggles, and as he moves from that sort of longer course gold prep into sort of the next phase, and just changing some of his sort of prehab type exercises, and then just some hands-on sort of body maintenance stuff to help keep on top of things at the moment. We always have like a big focus on the shoulder for swimmers. The shoulder health's really key. And then for the running side of things and the soft sand, we kind of just want to look after things below the knee. So based on some previous injuries and niggles, we're just kind of keeping on top of those and just lower back as well.
Yeah, done.
I'll be in the video.
Remembering 2020 in that period of time is when I felt as though that I was at my peak of my powers. Basically, I started to get a really good handle of the race itself, how to train for it, how to prepare for it, and what, I guess, like on race day, how I wanted to race it. I felt as though those first couple of years it was just not surviving, but just weathering the storm early and just not finishing it, but obviously trying to win. Whereas I got to 2020, I understood the race and I wanted to get from basically point A to point B as fast as I could. I really started seeing how quick I could do it, basically, throughout that period of time. Every year I would walk away from that race on the Saturday or the Sunday or whenever it was, and I would write a page of notes for the following year. We need to work on this, we need to do this better, this needs to be more organised, this needs to be more planned. So during that 2020 phase, there was lots of different people saying that, that as I said, that they thought they could sort of take it to me, which they did, and I wouldn't be the athlete and I wouldn't have won that many of the races if it wasn't for those sorts of people. They made me better. And I've got an amazing team of people around me that, like swim coaches and physios and all that sort of stuff, that have, created the plan and it's just evolved over time. But during that 2020 period is when I believe I started to get a real good handle on what the race was and how to train for it. Two big factors that I think a lot of people forget and probably underestimate is that we're in Mother Nature all the time. We're swimming in the ocean, we're board paddling in the ocean, and we're also ski paddling in the ocean. So, it can be low tide, high tide, it can be 8 foot, it can be dead flat like Noosa. It's just a huge element that people underestimate in our sport, your ability to work with Mother Nature and be good in the ocean. But the trophy cabinet is, it's as good as any Ironman's ever had, basically. So lots of Coolangatta Gold trophies, 5 Ironman series titles, 4 Australian titles, a world title, plus heaps of other little ones in between there. So the trophy cabinet is, it's awesome, right? But they're not. Then obviously you can see in my house they're not out for show or anything like that. But Yeah, they're tucked away, hidden away, but they're definitely memories that I'll have like forever. There are trophy cabinets is healthy. For the advice I'd pass on to the younger generation or kids wanting to be a professional in any sport, I would say consistency is key. You've got to do it day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. Loving it helps too. You know, loving the ups and the downs, because it's going to be a roller coaster along the way. I think surrounding yourself with really good people, coaches, mentors, family, friends, sponsors, whatever it may be, having a team of people around you helps a lot. Working hard, obviously, is probably the key to all of that. There's no magic pill or magic session that's going to help you succeed. It's basically, the end of the day, it's working your backside off. So I would say those 4 things, and at the end of the day, you've got to enjoy it as well.
At the moment, because we raced last weekend, I don't race for another month now.
Yeah, nice.
I guess you could say we're going back into like a sort of a rebuild phase sort of thing. But this week it's just sort of like not an easy week, but like just get the body going again, you know.
Yeah, nice. Where are we off to now?
So at Mike's Bikes, Miami. This is basically where the pillar range is. This is where I bought all my pillar from prior to getting sponsored. So boys in there have a bit of a joke. I came in last week to order a bike for my son's 5th birthday, and they joked to me and said, "Oh, you're too good for us now, you can't buy the stuff here anymore." So it'll be really interesting to see what they say. I've even got the hat on today. So this is where the stock is. I used to come up here. I love chatting to the boys. I don't ride bikes or anything like that, but you know, this is where I bought my bikes from. They're just good people, really good people. Yeah, we want to take photos. Yeah, that makes sense, because I think his bike was like, remember you both bought one? It's a little 12-inch, yeah. Yeah, remember that thing? Yeah. So what's this, 50? That's a 16-inch one. Because you got...
It looks awesome.
Sick. Yeah, it's a nice colour.
Yeah, definitely can be seen, right?
Yeah. So, makes it positive.
I'll buy another one. Oh, the roll that your one is.
All those.
Yeah. It's my favourite one.
Cool, hey, how good's that? Got a little sticker pack too. What do we think?
Man, it looks amazing.
Everyone's seeing his present before he is.
I reckon you can ride it.
I reckon I could. Should I imagine that?
Brakes.
I better not. Might be bad luck if his dad gets on it.
Badly.
By far the most consistent thing I've done with my training, with my racing, being on the road, has been the triple magnesium. I've had that basically every night, and sometimes twice a day for the past 3 or 4 years now, and I feel as though that triggers my brain to know it's time to rest and relax at night and go to sleep. And I feel like, you know, if you look at my scores, whether it's my Whoop or my Oura Ring or whatever it might be, my REM, my deep sleep has been astronomically better from what it was 5 or 6 years ago. So right before bed at night, or about an hour before bed, is the time now for me. I've figured that out before I put the kids to sleep. So it's around 7 o'clock for me. I mix the Ultra Immune and the magnesium together. Thanks heaps for coming along for the day. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I get up to behind the scenes, and lucky me, I get to do it all again tomorrow.